This is Sigmund Bloom coming at you with the Week 5 waiver wire quick hitter. Number 1 quarterback this week, if he's out there, Jared Goff, showing even without his number 1 wide receiver and running back, he can still manufacture a lot of points, at least against Seattle. And it looks like this offensive line, play calling is going to keep it among the best in the league. Also, Geno Smith on the other side of that matchup would be the next best pickup, showing that he can take advantage of those great wide receivers he has, riffing well with his tight ends. And Geno Smith, actually, with the exception of the one game against San Francisco, has been a very good fantasy start. Teddy Bridgewater should get a start in Week 5 against the Jets if he need a spot start. We'll see if Kenny Pickett starts in Week 5, but he's more of a pickup going forward. Maybe he can take advantage of the great tight end and wide receiver talent in Pittsburgh. Matt Ryan bounced back with a big game, even though Indianapolis lost. He got on the same page with his tight ends. He's going to turn around and play on Thursday night against Denver. And Zach Wilson had a great fourth quarter against the Steelers. Maybe he's turning the corner. Another theme here, great wide receivers for him to throw to. We'll see if Andy Dalton can force a quarterback controversy after doing as well or better than Jameis Winston without Michael Thomas and without Alvin Kamara. We'll see if he faces Seattle, the same defense that Jared Goff lit up. And in your 2 quarterback Superflex league, maybe Bailey Zappe will get a start this week with the injuries to the quarterbacks in New England. And running back, the big pickup is going to be Rachaad White. Got as involved in the offense as he's been all year. 5 catches for 50 yards, 3 carries, as many as Leonard Fournette. Maybe the team can see he has as much or more to offer than Fournette right now in terms of ability after the catch, ability to make things happen. Nyheim Hines may get a start this week on Thursday night against Denver, so he becomes a priority pickup if he was dropped, along with Raheem Mostert, who is moving ahead of Chase Edmonds in the Miami backfield, even though Edmonds is getting those touchdowns. Mike Boone and Melvin Gordon are what the heck running back 2 starts with Javonte Williams out for the year. I think it's going to be close to an even committee and probably about as satisfying as owning a Denver running back last year. Isiah Pacheco is a solid pickup this week as he's looking good, taking some snaps away from Jerick McKinnon. If Clyde Edwards-Helaire were to go down, Pacheco would have immediate fantasy value and should be on your bench. Tyler Allgeier and Caleb Huntley will get to split the backfield in Atlanta. Maybe we'll see about Damian Williams coming back from his rib injury that landed him on injured reserve, but Cordero Patterson is on injured reserve. Atlanta can run the ball pretty well, as they showed against Cleveland. Maybe a little stiffer test this week against Tampa, but these guys are at least worth a spot on your bench, as is Latavius Murray, who looked really good in relief of Mark Ingram. Alvin Kamara still banged up. Murray might be the best healthy running back. Maybe he's the only healthy running back in New Orleans. And don't forget about Brian Robinson, who could be activated this week, should at least get goal line carries for Washington in a good matchup against Tennessee, assuming he is ready to go. At wide receiver, the big pickup, if he was dropped, is George Pickens. Once Kenny Pickett got in, that's who he was looking to smartly, and Pickens had his first, hopefully, of many 100-yard games in the NFL. If Romeo Doubs is still out there, he is now a clearly delineated top 2 receiver. He got 8 targets in each of the last 2 games, had a touchdown, and this Packers offense is rounding into form. Isaiah McKenzie left with a concussion, but Jamison Crowder left with an ankle injury, a broken ankle. So when McKenzie's ready to play again, he's probably going to be the number 1 slot receiver in a very good offense. We saw what he could do last year in that role. He'd be the next priority pickup after Doubs and Pickens. After that, we're looking at Darnell Mooney, who had his first decent game of the year. We know he has a lot of talent. Maybe this offense, maybe this quarterback, Justin Fields, can get better, a little bit better, enough for him to have some lasting value. The next group would include Corey Davis, who has good chemistry with Zach Wilson, Devin Duvernay with Rachaad Bateman nursing a foot injury. He has been a consistent player for Lamar Jackson, even in the rain. Josh Reynolds, who was the number 1 wide receiver for the Lions with their injuries. He's got that great connection with Jared Goff. He's going to have value at least until Jameson Williams returns from his knee injury, the first-round pick. And Robert Woods with Traylon Burks banged up with that turf toe injury. Woods had a touchdown, is looking like the number 1 receiver in Tennessee. Going further down the list, if you're making some pickups for your bench, Alec Pierce looks like the deep threat right away as a rookie for the Indianapolis Colts. He's been productive. Khalil Shakir, now, he may be the starting slot receiver this week against Pittsburgh with Crowder out indefinitely, McKenzie with that concussion. And remember, if Gabe Davis and that ankle becomes an issue, Shakir can play outside too. So anybody connected to this Buffalo offense is someone we need to pay attention to. Down at your end of the bench, pick up someone like Jamal Agnew, who looked good in the rain in place of Zay Jones, although Jones should be back soon. And Donovan Peoples-Jones, it seems like when Amari Cooper is covered by a top flight corner, like he was with AJ Terrell this week, then Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to have some value. And this week, you may see JC Jackson on Amari Cooper, so Peoples-Jones could have some value. At tight end, well, there's not much, but Alie-Cox did lead the Colts tight ends in snaps and targets, and he had 2 touchdowns, and maybe this could be the start of something really good with Matt Ryan. Will Dissly had his 3rd touchdown in 4 weeks. He's not going to be a target hog. He's more of a secondary player in this offense, but he has Geno Smith's eye, and he has been productive. If you have to go deeper, Greg Dulcich is going to come back from injured reserve this week. The rookie is a downfield receiving threat. The Broncos really like him, and Albert Okwuegbunam had 1 snap this week, so it sounds like it is Greg Dulcich's time in Denver. We appreciate and love you all and appreciate your support. And as always, you're the best.